We're gonna do the twist and it goes like this. Come on, let's twist again, like we did last summer. Yeah, let's twist again, like we did last year. Do you remember when things were really? Yeah, let's twist again. Twist the time is here.
Yes, indeed. All right, my hound dogs and cool cats out there in Radio Land. It's the Big Bobcat Show, starring yours truly, spinning all the platters that matter, right here on KBOSS. That's KBOSS Radio, right here in the heart of Hickory Springs, the jewel of Americana, at the crossroads of Route 66 and the majestic Iron Railroad. Well, you know what we've been doing. We've been twisting just like we did last summer with Chubby Checker from 1961 right here. What time? The Hickory Happy Hour time, bringing you the news without the blues from Hickory Springs. Yes, we are indeed. All right, let's put on our boogie shoes and head on over to our favorite malt shop, the Beehive Diner. Last week, we told you about the twist contest, and oh boy, do we have some updates for you. You see, the Jumpin' Jamboree kicked off at 7 p.m. sharp, and it felt like the whole town was there. Yes, indeed. Some were shaking while others were watching. It was young and old alike, and when Rosie fired up her prize jukebox, it was a packed dance floor. Some blasted out of the gates, swinging their hips to the beat, but burned out their feet, while others, well, they paced themselves into the wee hours of the morning. Now, it was reported that Rutabegga Floghorn, oh, you know our gal, the old head of the Bo Peep Temperance Society, well, she shocked the crowd when she defied the laws of physics in the momentum of her big back porch, swing her to the finals. Yes, indeed it did. But it was Rugby Jangles, our beloved town hobo, whose lanky frame and charming, carefree disposition carried him to the final dance-off with Rutabegga. Now the two rivals, they locked eyes in fierce competition, and when the needle hit the wax for the last dance, the race was on. Rutabegga was determined to twist her way to victory, but Rugby had an ace up his sleeve. Yes, he did. And when he played his card by serving up a smooch on the smacker of old Rutabegga, well, she slipped on the floor and fell into his arms. Rosie was so exhausted that she declared Rugby the automatic winner before they both tumbled to the ground, never unlocking their lips. But when the dust settled, Rutabegga, she stunned the few who remained by straightening up her dress, applying fresh lipstick, and strolled out the door, dreamily swinging her Bible-laden purse. But Rugby held his trophy high, and he stated for the record, quote, "No gal can resist a Rugby Jangles special." And with that, he blew the diner a kiss, strolled out the door, possibly winning more than just the annual Beehive Dinner Twist Contest, if you know what I mean. Word for Rutabegga, I'd watch out. It looks like Rugby Jangles is the new guy on the prowl. Yeah. Well, old Texas Troy, our head townskeeper, he has issued an announcement that the intramural all-star baseball tryouts will be rescheduled due to a lack of participation. You see, it appears that the good folks of Hickory Springs, well, they were just plain wore out from the events of the night before at the twist contest. Well, Mr. Troy, he says he expects to see everyone next Sunday morning and grumbled in his gruff demeanor, quote, "Get on board, ready to play ball, 'cause I've got a schedule to keep." Hey, you keep swinging that pocket watch, Mr. Troy. You let us know how that works out. All right, today's sponsor is brought to you by the Clip Clop Cinema. Yes, indeed, and featuring on the silver screen is the king. It's Elvis Presley in Blue Hawaii. Hey, roll the tape, Jack.
I am you and Blue Hawaii. The night is heavenly, and you like heaven to me. A Hawaiian sunset, falling in love with you. Down the music and we'll get somewhere. Dance, dance, dance till you know get dance. We're gonna have us a ball in the beach. Slice and sand. Hug me with
Alright, so grab your sweetheart, some popcorn, a cold Coca-Cola, and cuddle up with the king. And be sure to save a seat in the balcony for the Bobcat. Yes, indeed. Searches all around. Alright, moving right along, there appears to be a mystery brewing deep in the springs. Yes, there does. You see, last week, we told you that Kosh from Koshimoto's Hardware was sponsoring the All-Star Tryouts and would be serving up his famous teriyaki buffalo burgers. Now, the buffalo was donated to Beef Shanks Brewery by the Hickory tribe up on the mountain. But when Kosh went to pick up his order from Beef Shank himself, well, he was told that the buffalo meat was, and I quote, sold out. Well, when Kosh pressed him about when he was going to be getting more, the usually very charismatic and soulful Beef Shank replied simply, don't know. Well, this left Mr. Koshimoto quite perplexed and has been asking around town who has purchased all of his buffalo meat. Others have inquired at the butchery and have received the same two-word reply, sold out, don't know. Oh, well, it appears that no one at all can account for the purchase of any buffalo, and it looks as though this might be turning into a missing buffaloes report. We will provide you with updates as this case unfolds, and Sheriff Ralph Callio is on the beat. So keep your eyes and your ears and your tail wagging riz on the APB, my brothers and my sisters. Yes, indeed. All right, my cool cats. Hey, let's turn our attention to the opening of our beloved Hickory Cove Boardwalk, tucked between the old lighthouse and the merchant marine shipyards. The rides are racing, the popcorn is popping, and the games, they are a-hopping. Yes, they are. And the kids are out of school trying to stay cool. Sylvia, our young time traveler, and her handsome beau, Mickey, well, they have joined the other newly minted teenagers in the Corps of Labor to help open the Summer Fun Fair. So come on down, lend a helping hand, and when you're done, get some cotton candy, win a prize, and steal a kiss under the starry sky. Yes, indeed, that's a great way to spend a summer afternoon into the twilight. Oh, yeah. Well, all right, all my frisky feline friends, that's the news without the blues on this week's Hickory Happy Hour from Hickory Springs, telling each and every one of you to stay cool on these hot summer days. It's smoking, baby. Yes, it is. And we're going to send off this beach party right now with a hit from the Bobcat request line. The lines are open. They are. It's from 1964. It's the Drifters, Under the Boardwalk. Yes, they are. Can you dig it, baby? And until next week, this is the Big Bobcat reminding you to be boss and stay gold on KBOSS Radio. Yeah, all right.
And your shoes get so hot, you wish your tired feet were fireproof. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yeah. On a blanket with my baby's where I'll be. Under the boardwalk, out of the sun, under the boardwalk.